Hello and welcome to Move and Meet podcast. I would like to take you on a great human adventure with me. As a facilitator, I'm embarking on the Jagriti Yatra, an incredible program of support for social entrepreneurs in India for 15 days with 500 Yatris, the traveler, men and women from all over India and a very small percentage of internationals. Together, we will travel across India for 8,000 kilometers on a privatized train, meeting 15 role models. So challenge, adventure, uncertainty, learning, mental and physical resilience, this is what awaits us. Then I decided to dedicate a special series on my new podcast, Move and Meet, to share this experience, my learnings and discoveries, and to give visibility to this kind of initiatives that promote social entrepreneurship and so many other values that are precious to me. So this series, I call it Awakening Journey. This is the meaning of Jagriti Yatra, which is in Sanskrit. And I plan to make Logbook episode with my own shared experiences and inspiring interview as I met people in the train. So there will be episode in French and in English because I'm French. And in the episode, I will tell you the genesis of my presence here. I will tell you a bit more about this wonderful program, and I will confide my first impressions before leaving. This is the program of this episode. But first of all, I'm so glad to meet you through this podcast. My name is Camille Fitoussi. I'm a professional coach, and I found the Co-Perspective, a coaching company. And I just began this podcast, so I'm so happy to share it with you. So, to begin, how did I get here? An awakening trip to travel around India by train to meet role models. This is the notes I quickly wrote on my notebook that special day few years ago with Neoma Business School, a famous business school in France, with the career services team I was a part of. We had invited Mathieu Dardaillon to give a talk to students, and he tell us about this experience, which led the creation of Ticket for Change in France, and that struck me a short, like I felt that I had to do that in a way. So I talk about it with Mathieu and led the project in Fuse for years. And here we are. Today I'm very happy to have been selected among 22,000 candidates to participate in the Jagriti Yatra. This is crazy. And as a facilitator, I will guide a cohort of about 10 brilliant young Indian women entrepreneurs to capitalize on all these inspiring encounters and lay the foundations of their project in order to build the nation through enterprises. This is the vision that brings us all together here. The departure approached. I finalized the last preparations. I know in the train the conditions will be very, very, very rudimentary, so it will be challenging for me. This is the part of the experience. This program gathers people from all over India and from all social backgrounds, so we are all in the same boat, as we could say in French. On est tous dans le même bateau. In this case, we are all in the same train. And I arrived in Bombay a few days ago, sorry. My projection. I arrived in Bombay a few days ago. The beginning here were not easy. actually, especially for a single woman. I've just come from Vietnam, where I've spent 3 months feeling totally safe, more than in Europe actually. So there is the gap, and I heard that Mumbai is safe, but it's still India, and I'm still a single woman in India, and I understand that it's also a matter of attitude that expose me more or less. So I'm working on my leadership and I'm slowly starting to acclimate. I've started to meet some Yatri, Angela particularly. She will listen me maybe, and you will hear her in this microphone maybe. And I'm very grateful for the 15 days of close proximity, that's the way to put it, that I will spend with such wonderful people. And the program is incredible, but I have the intuition that this is in the heart of the train. During the meeting, during the sharing with Yatri, that I will test the greatest richness of this experience. Tomorrow is the briefing day with the 60 facilitator, of which I'm a part, and the big departure is planned for Saturday, December 24th. So I will spend Christmas in the train. They don't really celebrate it here in India, but let's see. I will let myself be surprised. I am getting ready to don't be ready. I feel a mix of excitement and apprehensions, but I can't wait to start the journey. If you want to help me make this podcast visible, please drop a nice grade with a comment on Apple Podcast. That's what matters for the algorithms. And see you soon for the rest of the adventure.